What's up, y'all? This is your boy, man. It's another episode of IT News, and we are back. We are live, and yo, man, we can only do one thing: be better than what we was yesterday, right? So we got a lot to talk about today, man. We got a lot of stuff inside the news, man. For a week, I stopped bringing y'all so much news so quick. You know what I mean? Because I was realizing that people wasn't even catched up on the old stuff. So I stopped bringing y'all so much news so quick, and we wanted to just kind of like let y'all catch up on some of the things that I have been bringing y'all, or some of the old things that I have brought y'all in the past. So with that being said, man, we got a lot of news to talk about today, man. You know what I mean? I know I'm laughing about this, right? But it's not. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's not really funny, but I should not be laughing about it, man. We had Pete Buttigieg. He could not join the festivities this Democratic weekend because he was under a lot of fire from our fellow African Americans living in his city, and they was going off. You know what I mean? It was going off. It's unacceptable to see the police being able to do what they are able to do in America. And it's unacceptable to see us put people in charge of us, or put people, validate these people for being a person of character, and then they get in the office and they forget about all the things that they're supposed to do. Here you up here running for president, Pete. You up here running for president, and you got a whole scandal going on in your city. Now you might not, not might not. You're not going to run president. You're not going to be the president. You're not going to be the first gay president. Forget that, Pete. That's not happening. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen this year. It's not. I don't think it's shit. I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things in my lifetime, more than I think our generation has seen, more than any other generation, especially the people that lived through 9/11, people that lived through, Barack Obama being a president, was able to talk about it. I feel as though we've seen a lot of things, man. So Big Daddy Pete, as I will call him, you have to do way more than what you think that you're doing. Because what you're doing right now, Pete, is peanuts. You got people addressing you. You got people addressing the issue. And the thing is that they should address the issue. They should address the issue, because the reason why they should address the issue is because Pete does this a lot. You know what I mean? Pete, I know your track record. You know what I mean? And a lot of things, I hate to say, because uh I like certain people. I like certain things. I like the way that Pete Buttigieg carries himself. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the way that he carries himself. I like the way he operates. I like the way that he acts. I love all that. But what we have to understand is that if you are the president of the United States, we're expecting something different from you. We're expecting you to be honorable. We're expecting you to carry the president in a different manner. So when you're running for president of the United States, I'm sorry, Pete. A lot of this stuff is going to get brung out on the forefront, and it's going to hurt, man. It's going to hurt, because it feels like that. I seen a town hall meeting, and I seen what he said. He said, "Well, can I talk?" You know what I mean? He was like, "Is y'all gonna let me respond?" And I wanted to tell him so bad, Pete, listen, don't say shit like that, Pete. Like, you know what I mean? You want to be president, right, Pete? Yeah. Well, Pete, I'm telling you this right now. Don't say shit like that, because you're not gonna become president saying shit like that. That sounds like that you're being ignorant. It sounds like that you don't care. It sounds like that you're trying to move people along. I saw one African American lady walk away from him and say, "You know what I mean? I feel as though that you're trying to do the same thing that everybody else did. Get along, Get along to get along. You know what I mean? And when you see people do these type of things, you got to question their character. You got to question their character. Pete, what I would have did in this situation immediately, I wouldn't have let the members of the community come to me. I would have came to them. You know, this is how we continue to keep um to keep issues going in our communities with state representative, because somebody will shoot an African American and they will wait to see if African Americans will respond to it. Knowing that is wrong, knowing that is, but depending on what type of media response they get to it, is depending on how they act. And that is not acceptable. So, Pete, I think that you lost already. I really believe that you lost already. You should not even go to the debate. You should drop out and say, I need to deal with my city. I didn't know that a lot of things was happening in my city, and I want to focus on the things that's happening in my city. That's what you should say. That's what you should say, honestly. If if you wanted any advice from an African American, that, you know what I mean, that it seems like you're not taking them from them, but that's what you should say immediately. uh, we know you're not going to win president. You don't have enough money. You don't have enough. You don't have enough um, momentum behind you. And everybody says it's early, Isaiah, but we kind of know it's going either going to be Elizabeth Warren. It's either going to be Kamala Harris. It's either going to be Joe Biden, or it's either going to be Bernie Sanders. You know, this is not going to. And Kamala Harris is on the low totem pole. You know, Booker, Aurora, Buttigieg, all these other guys is not going to. I forgot the lady name. The two ladies. And all these other male and females is not going to be able to compete. Oh, somebody just shot somebody. The fuck is not going to be able to compete. So, you know, we're going to be real with this. You know what I mean? It's not going to be able to compete. This brings us to the other conversation that we have in the news with what's going on with Iran. You know, Nancy Pelosi talked to Donald Trump. Well, this is about a totally different situation. I'm sorry, you guys. Nancy Pelosi did not talk to Donald Trump about Iran. Nancy Pelosi talked to Donald Trump about, and let me cross it out there. Nancy Pelosi talked to Donald Trump not about Iran. She talked to Donald Trump about rounding up ICE members, about the ICE going into different cities and rounding up illegal undocumented citizens. So that's what she talked to him about, and she actually stopped him from doing that. But remember, Donald Trump is running for re-election, and what he's doing is he's showing that he can compromise with Democrats. That's the only reason why he did. That's the only reason why he didn't strike Iran, because he's trying to play this compromise situation where, as though I can compromise, I can be a better president. I can be somebody that cares. I can be somebody. That's what Donald Trump is leading off, and this is why he's doing it. Nancy Pelosi is in the game with Donald Trump. You know, I keep saying this, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. Nancy Pelosi is in the game with Donald Trump, and she's not going to get him impeached. She love him. You know, I think that a lot of people laugh about that when I first was saying that, but now we starting to see this thing clearly itself up, but we starting to understand that this thing is starting to grow legs. Nancy Pelosi, she don't want to impeach Donald Trump because she don't want to give too much favor to Donald Trump. But at the same point in time, she has to understand she has to stand for what's right and what's wrong. I'm not going to go too much on that because I said my piece on that a lot of times. So I think that y'all get that. Nancy Pelosi has the gun in her hand, loaded, cocked, and she's just waiting. The bad guy keeps walking towards her, and she just like, stop, 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 instead of pulling the trigger. She cannot pull the trigger on impeachment. She cannot do it. I don't know why. I don't know if she has an emotional connection with Donald Trump. I don't know if she likes him. I don't know if they messing around. They're the same age, so you know what I mean. I'm, hey, you know, I don't know. But at this point, Nancy, you said all this stuff, but you didn't back it up. You did the same thing that he did. And the only reason why he's negotiating with you now is because he wants to win another election and he wants to win new candidates. And Nancy, y'all doing a bad job between Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders. Only one's doing good is Elizabeth Warren. And Nancy, you're not even backing her because you believe that she's too much on a socialist situation. So, you're gonna get what you put out. And right now, you're already putting out that you want Donald Trump to continue to be president. And people that's going to the polls uh, in November of next year, people that's going to go to those polls, they're not going to understand why you didn't impeach him if it was enough information in the Mueller report. Why you didn't impeach him if enough information coming from the Southern District of New York. They're not going to stand this. And what is going to make them do is going to make Donald Trump gain voters. Now, it depends on where we stand with the Electoral College at that point in time. But we're not going to get into that because I'm just giving y'all news today, and I'm not going to get into that. So, Nancy Pelosi and all that, him good. The Iran situation, y'all know how I feel about the Iran. Watch the Iran episode if y'all don't want to watch. If y'all don't want me, I'm not gonna regurgitate the things that I say. Watch the Iran episode, and I tell y'all how I feel about Iran. I feel as though that Donald Trump is trying to put something on Iran that they really didn't do. You got Saudi Arabia mixing down there with Yemen, destroying on people, and you don't want Iran to jump in and say, yo, listen, leave Yemen alone. And we getting sick of being bullied. So if you they're not even letting us know the coordinates of the drone that was supposed to be flying in the Gulf of what is it? The Gulf of in the Gulf of Oman. I'm saying the country wrong. Oman, whatever. In the Gulf of Oman. They didn't let us know about the actual coordinates where the America got shot down. Where was it actually flying at? And that's why I believe that it's very, very, very suspicious that, I believe that they was taking surveillance videos. I believe that they was taking surveillance videos on the actual situation. And Iran is like, no, you're not going to keep flying over top of our shit and taking surveillance videos and letting them know where we hiding. Look at the information that was broken against North Korea, that we knew that they was moving nukes to certain parts of the country because we took surveillance on them. We went over there and took surveillance on them, but nobody talks about how we break law because it's supposed to be for a good issue. But America have nuclear wars. So what you're telling me is that you don't trust these people with nuclear weapons, but we're supposed to trust you with nuclear weapons, right? Okay, fuck out of here. It's just you don't want nobody else that's not European to have nuclear weapons. That's the only thing I see. You don't want nobody that's not European to have nuclear weapons, and that's the only thing that I see. And if they do, you want them to have a treaty. You want them to have a agreement with you to understand how we should do the nuclear weapons and how they should protect themselves. I don't think that that's going to happen, young fella. I don't think that's going to happen because that's unfair. That's unfair. When you look up the standards, go back and watch my old episodes. I'm trying to promote more of my old episodes. The standards of what's going on is real. And a lot of things we have to understand what's going on, man. We are being attacked on all types of levels. All types of levels we're being attacked. All types of levels we're being attacked. And we gotta understand when somebody is selling us bullshit and when they're not. Gary, what's up, baby? How you doing, man? John, what's up, man? How you doing, man? It was Iran said it was within 9 miles of yeah, exactly. So John, that's why I wanted to say, man, hey Gary, you had me in tears, bro, when you said my son drone camera have a better my son drone has a better camera than that. I promise you, man, that was like the funniest thing I ever read because I've been saying that for weeks and weeks. How the hell do the US military takes half of the budget from the United States taxpayers, but the cameras on their drones fucking suck? How do you go to Walmart and buy a better camera on a drone than you got inside, and it fucking sucks. And that's what I want to keep. I want to remind people, man, that when we talking, man, we have to not be uh fooled by the okie doke. You know what I mean? I don't believe nothing. I'm gonna be honest. I don't believe nothing they be saying. I don't believe nothing they be saying because I understand what America wants to do. I understand what the intentions is for America to do. America wants blood. They want to hate people. They want to destroy and kill people. And it's just not. See, when we're Americans, we only look at it one way. We only look at it an American way. So I call it American ignorance. I did a lot of shows on this, and and the reason why, and people get so mad at me with it. Oh, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? And what you gotta understand is that American people is ignorant. I had an argument with a guy. Do you think that China can beat America? And the guy, there's no way China could beat America. There's no way that China could beat America. And it just literally just made me laugh because if you don't understand that China is moving to a situation where China don't want to be America's bitch. China don't want to be America's bitch. That China wants actually their own independence. They don't want to make America shit. So when you telling them that you're gonna stop the trade and war and you're gonna stop them from manufacturing on it, they're like, okay. And y'all saying, where's China getting a China lives on a part of the world where it's so many small countries that need issues, that needs help. China's just sticking their money in the far and smart countries and watching the country grow and then receiving the money from it. And then if they can't pay back the loans and the leases that they have, China's just seizing their country. China don't need America. I think that they would like to have America for support, for moral support. But do they? But is China 100%? Is China 100% crying about the issues? No, no. China don't need America. China don't need America. So let's really understand what's going on when we talk about certain things. Let's not blow past no issues or no information. A lot of information. The reason why I'm blowing past now is because I already went over this stuff. So I don't want to regurgitate stuff. You know what I mean? I already went over a lot of this stuff. So another thing that I want to get into because I haven't went over this, and since I'm saying I already went over a lot of things, let's go into an issue that I haven't went into: the UFO sightings in the United States with the Navy pilots, and are they real, or are they other branches? So I did a research paper a long time ago on the military and how much some parts of the military don't know about deep secret parts of the military, but they don't let the information out all over the military. So if the military killed somebody, one part of the military would know, but the other military won't. But if the other military stumble upon some type of information, they will tell them that they will have to keep their mouth shut. And this happens a lot of times when we was going through the war with China, when we was going through Vietnam. This happened a lot of times during that. It happened a lot even with Iraq when we was out in Iraq, and a lot of military people was working on certain things, even with the navies killing bin Laden. A lot of parts of the divisions of the military didn't know that we was actually still pursuing Obama. I mean bin Laden. Everybody's gonna laugh because I mistaken bin Laden with Obama, but yeah, bin Laden. But Obama got him. So this is this is a lot of things that they said. So they said that was happening, with the UFOs. It was parts of the government that was classified, and Navy pilots couldn't see it. I just don't believe that. And the military came out and said that that's not, because Bill Nye, the science guy, actually said, I believe it's one part of the government not telling another part. And the Navy actually came out and said that's not true, Bill Nye. They said that We would have told them that this was classified and you couldn't let out the information. We wouldn't have gave y'all the information to let out. This is 100% objects that we don't know about, that we're claiming that we don't know about. We don't know where these objects come from. We don't know how they fly so fast, how they move so fast. But if you go into regular people, everyday life situations where everyday YouTube pages, everyday Facebook pages, you will see thousands of videos in a month time of UFO sightings. New UFO sightings, not old sightings with bad cameras. You will see great UFO sightings with great cameras, iPhones, iPads, digital cameras, and you will see no cuts, no image and optics messing around with you. You would just see an actual great picture of the of UFOs in the sky, lights, flashing lights, leaving and appearing. And we ask ourselves, what is this? The universe is a very big. The universe is very big. They even found a certain instance that is growing, that the universe is growing. So if we believe that we did all these beautiful things, we even sent a rocket ship out there with our information on it and our coordinates of where we was at in the galaxy and told people to come to us. So if we did things like that in the past, of course we're going to get to a state where though these people came. Now I believe that aliens in some form and fashion exist. I believe UFOs exist. I believe the things behind the sun is draining the sun, and I believe a lot of things is happening. And what we're starting to see and what we're starting to understand is that this thing is really taking place. Things are really happening. Things are really uh in the midst of happening. And they're telling you that the United States is not dropping the ball with hiding things underneath the rug. They're telling you that, man, listen, we might have an issue with UFOs that we don't understand. And a lot of brothers don't believe it. A lot of African Americans like Isaiah, this is ridiculous. You will believe anything. You read too much. Before I used to hear I didn't read at all. Now I hear you read too much. You need to stop letting these white people tell you anything in the book. Yeah. And I tell them, I'm like, well, it's not really the white person telling me something. It's just common sense. This planet is huge. This planet is huge. So if the planet is that huge, do you really believe that you would not have no type of UFO sightings? If this planet is that huge, do you not? I think that Fox was reporting on this for a long time. Fox been reporting on UFO sightings for a very long time. I believe that Fox even have it. I believe that Fox even have some of these things right about the people seeing UFOs and not knowing what it is. I believe that Fox has it right, and I want to see. And I'm very interested in seeing all of the classified files that comes out through the Navy within probably a year or so of what was these actual incidents and how did they write them up. I'm very interested in seeing it. So when we understand what's going on, man. Listen, I'm always dug in for you guys, man. I'm always dug in. A lot of things is happening in the world, and I'm already dug in. Another thing that I'm dug in for you guys with is what's happening in the Sudan. A lot of things that's happening in the Sudan, and I'm very disturbed by. And I'm waiting to see when they're going to talk about they're killing people in the Sudan. They're killing people in Sudan. So people are being murdered at an alarming rate. Kids, children, women. Women pregnant. They're being murder at an alarming rate. And this is when I was talking about Yemen and nobody was talking about it, and then everybody started talking about it. Now I'm talking about Sudan. And this is something that I'm going to. And the thing is, everybody called me yesterday and said, Isaiah, you didn't get your credit for talking about Yemen and for Yemen, and nobody else was talking about Yemen. I said, yo, it's not about getting credit. And I tell everybody this: it's not about getting credit. It's about doing the research the right way, reporting on what's going on and leaving it up to the people in the sky. And make sure that somebody hears it. I know one newscaster that actually watches my show, and they work for CNN, and it's pretty enlightening, because when I see certain things that he says on CNN, it says, damn, he's listening to what I'm saying. And this is why I enjoy doing what I'm doing, even if I have 5 people watching. But I know that I'm talking to somebody that has something. 24. I got realistically of 100 people that watch, that I email and keep in touch with, and I really just like how some of these people are literally on TV, and they watch this show, and they tell me, Isaiah, you don't have a lot of viewers yet because you tell the truth. And I 100% agree with that. And I like the way that this show is going, even though it's not gaining the traction that everybody thought that it would gain in the beginning, because I came from a radio show, and the radio show was very good. So when I got over here, when I did my own YouTube page, I thought that immediately it was going to get attraction, but it didn't. But things take time. Things take moments to grow. So you have to sit there and wait for it to grow, and remember that you never did it for money. I stuck out hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this on campaigning for me to try to bring you guys news or truth that actually matters. And on a journey I met amazing, beautiful people, and I'm meeting more people, and it's giving me connections to actually get shit done in my neighborhood. Fuck what's happening on the actual show and how many viewers I'm getting. It's giving me connections to get things done in my neighborhood. And I'm seeing the things that I'm getting done in neighborhoods, and I'm seeing the people that I'm empowering inside situations, man. And I'm just here for the ride. I'm enjoying it, because I understand what happens in this world. I understand what goes on. So I want everybody to understand that we need to get together as people and start understanding that we can attack these issues together, as long as we stay on the truth side. So another the UFO situation, you guys, as soon as when I get more information about that, I'm going to keep reporting for you guys. But now we at a standstill. Maybe I do a little shows about all the information that we do have on UFOs. Maybe I'll put together a show on do a show on the Okay, so I'm gonna put together this show for y'all guys. Do a show on all the information that we actually have on UFOs, all the information that we have on when did we leave space, could we leave space, was that even possible, was that even a smart thing to do. I want to keep y'all updated on what's going on. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the likes, I appreciate the love, I appreciate everybody who's watching. If you want me to talk about something specific that I talked about before, email me, hit me up in the comments, or hit me up on Facebook. Do anything you could possibly do to show me some love. Hit the like, subscribe to the page, do anything you could possibly do. I appreciate this. Your boy Isaiah Tilson on IT News, It News, and it do not stands for Isaiah Tilson. Punks. All right, love y'all, man.